Welcome to the DWC show. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Shiba Inu and a bunch of things to cover, and we're going to take a look at the chart and see where SHIB is headed to next. Is the price continue to move up, or are we going to back down? So let's get started with the Shiba Inu price. And Shiba Inu price is continuing to go up from yesterday, already about 0.56% up after 30% correction from yesterday, and now we are in bull market. I personally bought this dip, not financial advice, but for Shiba Inu, very good to see that it's going back down. Again, the price is 5 zeros followed by the 6904. It's rank 15 and has market cap around $2.7 billion. The trading volume $245 million, so the volume is a little bit lower than usually. We've been averaging around 300 to 600 million, but it's good to see that SHIB going up again after 30% discount. Let's take a look at the past 30 days. We can see Shiba dropped out, and we did see a nice parabolic run to the upside, going all the way to the 5 zeros followed by the 939 mark. Now we are beginning to go back down. We are tested a level of support at the 685 level, so we do need price to hold above that level in order for Shiba Inu to continue to move up. Let's take a look at the past 24 hours. SHIB has been going up, 845.8 thousand followers on their Twitter account, and we have some big news. SHIB Informer has tweeted today: "Dear SHIB Army, Shiba Inu ecosystem equal to risk tokens only, SHIB Leash and Pon. Available on Shiba Swap. We welcome more tokens for listing in Shiba Swap. The more options to trade we have, the better for the SHIB Army. More tokens plus cool mechanics makes the ecosystem more interesting. However, sometimes people get a bit confused about new token listing. Shiba team develops 3. So it's actually very nice to see that Shiba ecosystem continuing to rise, and both utility and price will follow it. Let's take a look what the people say in case you wanted to see my new NFT collection. People are actually interested about ecosystem and ability. Good news, the number of SHIB holders and leash holders, bond holders also continuing to rise. We have SHIB 645,000 holders, X-SHIB 81,000 holders, leash 18,000 holders, X-leash 13,000 holders, bond 29,000 holders, and T-bond 31,000 holders. FAQ about Shiba Swap. I think most of you would like to learn more about technical aspects about the Shiba and Shiba ecosystem. So here we have Shiba Swap and the centralized exchange like Shiba Swap are online platforms which connect users directly so they can trade cryptocurrencies with one another without trusting an intermediary with their money. Example, Binance, OKX, and others. Today on National Dog Day, we are excited to announce an official internal restriction that will help us streamline, organize, and optimize our decentralized operations. This was a challenge, but keeps in line with Ryoshi's vision of decentralized sovereign entity that has no leader, but the structure to outlast most cryptos on the block. The structure is internal, but in the interest of transparency, we will explain the big picture and how you in the SHIB Army can get involved soon, because we all need hands on deck. Our admin and mods will pick one of the 4 breeds. These breeds, think of them as departments as follows: currencies, technologies, growth, defense. Each breed is headed by a top dog and an alpha. So the alpha is responsible, and we have updates, we have SHIB NFTs and Garrett MRT NFTs. So with the purchase of Garrett's 215,000 NFT, we have an amazing laser structure that will be placed in a physical location. But where? Garrett and I have been discussing possible options as we look for the perfect location. Museum in Beverly Hills or top tier nightclub in Amsterdam. We tried to decide and will come to the community once we have the perfect location and agreement. Did you have a location in mind? Let us know. So I salute each and every one of you and wish you the best as you venture into an exciting weekend. And remember, Shiba Inu will take over the universe. It says. Continuing topic of Shiba Swap FAQ, let's talking about gas fees and liquidity pools. So what does it mean, gas fees? For those who are interested, gas fees are the charge that Ethereum miners receive to process transactions on the blockchain. They are paid with Ethereum and calculated in Gwei. The more transactions going through the blockchain, the higher the gas fees. Gas limit, maximum number of gas a user is willing to spend on a transaction. Gas price, the price per unit of gas is represented in Gwei. Pro tip, you can track the Gwei price to pay lower gas fees during low traffic hours. High network load, higher gas fees. So it's interesting. Let's take a look what does it mean, liquidity pools. And liquidity pools are basically smart contracts where multiple providers pool their assets to generate liquidity in a proportional amount of asset pairs. Liquidity providers are incentivized to contribute equal proportions of both assets received in exchange determined rewards. Let's take a look what whales doing right now. SHIB. Top 10 whales holding more than 80% of SHIB, where top 100 whales holding 90%. Right now whales are continuing to hold, and so if no other whale sells, then we should expect Shiba Inu is continuing to move up. There are pros and cons, obviously, of huge persons whale holding cryptocurrency and continue to buy, and obviously once the whales get smaller, there will be less manipulation in price, which means the price is going to go down. But the pro is as the whales not selling, meaning we should be seeing some parabolic growth coming from Shiba Inu. Difference between buy and sell top 10 biggest whales indicates that over the past 24 hours, the whales have bought even more. Let's take a look closer at the whales. We can see number 1 whale after Burn Wallet, of course, has sold 32 billion. Number 5 whale has bought 65 billion. Number 9 has bought 58 billion. Number 13 OKEX crypto exchange, and 16 has bought also almost on a 14 billion SHIB. On their Etherscan we have more than 646,000 holders already, which is good. We can see that overall the number of holders are continuing to rise. Just before we get into the technical analysis, I'm gonna ask you guys to like the video and leave the comment. It really does help out with the YouTube channel. Let me know what you're thinking about SHIB. So let's take a look at the charts and see what's going on. Starting off with the daily time frame, today we can see the completion of the correction of area of 650, and now we are currently heading to the level of 735. A slight downward movement will follow it. After which it will broken and consolidated above, we will be seeing further movement in the direction of 870 and higher. Now the price really needs to hold above this level in order for the Shiba Inu continue to move upwards. So we expect this kind of price movement when we saw a breakthrough of the K structure level, which is the level here, level 735. We expect to retest this level and then the continuation of the upward movement. In case of an unsuccessful attempt to gain a foothold at the resistance level of 735, we should expect a down price for retest of 700 and the price move up to continue the upward movement. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. That we can see that testing at 735, we really need price to stay above this level in order to stay safe in this bull market. However, if goes fall below that level, we should expect Shiba Inu to continue to this line all the way to 610, and Shiba Inu will return to this bear market. In these videos, you will find more